Once upon a chilling night, in the heart of a small town, stood an old boys' hostel, shrouded in an eerie silence. The hostel, with its worn-out walls and creaky floors, had a history that whispered of mysterious occurrences.
It was a place where brave souls dared to tread, and one such soul was Jake. Jake, a freshman in college, had been assigned a room in the infamous Block C of the hostel. As he stepped into the dimly lit corridor, he felt an unsettling chill crawl down his spine. The air was heavy with an unspoken presence, as if the walls held secrets of the past. In his room, Jake tried to shake off the unease, convincing himself that it was just his imagination playing tricks. Little did he know that the hostel had a tale of its own, a tale that would unfold with each passing night. The first sign came in the form of strange whispers that lingered in the air. Jake dismissed them as the wind's mischief, but the whispers grew louder, like a faint echo of ghostly laughter. Night after night, the whispers evolved into desperate pleas and distant cries that resonated through the hostel. One night, as Jake lay on his bed, he heard footsteps in the corridor. They were slow, deliberate, and seemed to echo through the stillness of the night. He mustered the courage to investigate, opening his door to an empty hallway. The air was thick, and a cold draft sent shivers down his spine. Yet, there was no one in sight.
As days turned into weeks, Jake's nights became restless. Shadows danced on the walls, taking ominous shapes that seemed to watch his every move. Sleep eluded him, and exhaustion gripped his every step.
Desperate for answers, he sought solace in the tales of the elderly janitor, Mr. Thompson, the only person who had been at the hostel since its inception. Mr. Thompson, with his weathered face and wise eyes, spoke in hushed tones. He revealed the dark history of Block C. Decades ago, a tragedy had unfolded within those very walls. A group of students, in pursuit of forbidden knowledge, dabbled in occult practices.
Their intentions turned sinister, resulting in a malevolent force that lingered in the hostel to this day.
Jake, though skeptical, couldn't ignore the parallels between the stories and his own experiences. Determined to uncover the truth, he delved into the college archives, tracing the footsteps of those ill-fated students. The more he uncovered, the more the hostel seemed like a vessel for the tormented spirits of the past. Late one night, as Jake was engrossed in his research, he stumbled upon an old journal hidden in the dusty shelves.
It belonged to one of the students involved in the occult experiments. The entries detailed their descent into darkness and their desperate attempts to undo the malevolent force they had unleashed.
In a heart-wrenching entry, the writer spoke of a sacrifice intended to appease the vengeful spirits. The sacrifice was never completed, leaving the hostel tainted with an unresolved anguish. As Jake read the words, a cold breeze swept through the room, extinguishing the candle's flame. The whispers returned, now more coherent, pleading for release.
Driven by a newfound purpose, Jake decided to finish what had been started decades ago.
Armed with the knowledge from the journal, he gathered a group of courageous friends who were willing to confront the supernatural. Together, they ventured into the darkest corners of Block C, armed with candles, ancient incantations, and a determination to break the curse. The air grew thick as they recited the incantation, their voices blending with the echoes of the past. Shadows twisted and contorted, and the temperature plummeted. Suddenly, the apparitions of the tormented students materialized before them. Hollow eyes met Jake's gaze, and the hostel seemed to groan under the weight of the spirit's agony. Unwavering, Jake pleaded with the apparitions to find peace, to let go of the anguish that bound them to the mortal realm. As the words left his lips, a blinding light enveloped the room.
The spirits wailed in agony, but gradually, the oppressive atmosphere lifted. The shadows retreated, leaving behind a profound silence. The once haunted hostel now stood still, as if the very essence of the malevolent force had dissipated into the unknown. In the aftermath, the whispers were replaced with a tranquil quietude. Jake and his friends, exhausted but victorious, emerged from Block C, knowing that they had unraveled a dark chapter in the hostel's history. The tale of the Haunted Boys Hostel was now a story of redemption, a reminder that even the most malevolent forces could be vanquished with courage and a willingness to confront the unknown.